Well. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Seano's ready with the, what is that, Prosecco, yeah?
Who's got the booze?
No, it's good. We'll cover that. We're going to cover that, guys. We're going to cover Arne Slot's press conference as well, which has literally just happened as well, to be fair, which is maybe throwing a bit of a spanner in the works for the starting 11s, potentially, for the game tomorrow against Genoa. Is it Genoa you're playing tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah. Let's get into it, mate. We're going to be talking about the player contracts. Obviously, I've done a couple of videos over the weekend, so I'm going to let Seano talk about that, give his thoughts on it. Seano did put a shot out on the channel as well yesterday, so we'll talk about that. David Koo, that's it, probably. I can't remember. I've texted you earlier what we're talking about. I've got it all set up. I've got the match and everything. We've got the quiz at 8 p.m. as well, guys, so don't forget that. We are going to be cracking on with the quiz at 8, and we've got people that need to be joining. You know, that illustrious quiz at the end of the season, the champions of champions. We've got Gareth Turner, we've got Ricky, we've got Bon, and we've got one more. Mighty Reds 97. We've got them all in with a chance to win something at the end of the season, guys. Before I go any further as well, I just want to hand over to Seano. Anything you want to plug before we get going, mate?
Well, obviously, Redbubble 2020 on, SD Designs on Redbubble 20. My God, let me try that again. SD Designs 2020 on Redbubble. Sweet suffering Jesus. You'd know that I'm just like literally back from work. I'm getting it all wrong. And yeah, obviously, Fibersportmemorabilia, and also make sure that you all subscribe to frankcarlisle.liverpool. That's frankcarlisle.liverpool. Fantastic channel. You know, he does history, he does football, of course, he does film and TV review, and he then does current affairs. Really, really cool.
Yeah. And also, guys, if you're interested, I've got another channel as well that I've just launched, which is Games AKM. If you want to go sub to that as well, guys. I've got a few videos out on there today, to be fair.
I totally forgot about that. Sorry about that, Adam.
No, it's cool, man. Ricky here is going to be revising more for the quiz at the end of the season than he did for his GCSEs.
There you go. I like the I like the enthusiasm, Ricky. Right, the enthusiasm.
So yeah. Also, as well, this weekend, guys, we're going to be actually having a meetup. Me, Martin, Seano, we're all going to be together in Liverpool for Toby's debut in boxing. We're all meeting up for that. So yeah, that's gonna. I can't wait. I'm looking forward to that. It's Friday night, right? Friday night we're doing that.
Yeah, I'll be arriving in on Thursday night, and I'll be staying until Saturday. I'll hopefully be meeting up with Frank and maybe even George. So that'll be also good as well. But yeah, be meeting up with yourself and Martin and seeing Toby hopefully win without getting any damage done to himself or doing any severe damage to his opponent as well. Hopefully they all come out of it fighting fit and having a pint with each other.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I agree 100%. Right then, without further ado, let's crack on. I have been trying to stall a little bit for Martin to join us, but you know.
Typical Martin. He likes to make it late.
Yeah, we'll get started with some of it, guys. So what I want to talk about first again, Sean, let's get the get it out over and done with out of the way. I want to talk about this. I want to talk about David Koo being sacked by the PGMOL. This is a statement from them that I pulled from Paul Joyce earlier today. And as you can see, it reads as the following. The conclusion of our thorough investigation into David Koo's conduct, his employment with the PGMOL, has been terminated today with immediate effect. David Koo's actions were found to be in serious breach of provisions of his employment contract, with his position deemed untenable. Supporting David Koo continues to be important to us, and we remain committed to his welfare. David Koo has a right to repeal the decision to terminate his employment. What's your thoughts on this then, Seano?
Well, first of all, I don't have any sympathy for him whatsoever. He was someone of his own demise. He was also done for match fixing as well. There was that allegation made. Certain stuff was known by the PGMOL long before this video came out. So I think if David Coote, if his head gets chopped, I think also Howard Webb's needs to go as well.
I actually do agree with that, to be fair. I kind of do stand on that, where they must have known that something was going on behind the scenes and everything like that, and they've kind of just let it stand for a little bit. So yeah, I agree with that, Sean, 100%. Bruno de Cruz has said that David Coote has sealed his own fate, which he did, to be fair. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Letting himself be filmed and everything like that. Like, yeah, 100%. And Jen, hope you're well. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Jen.
And Bruno has also said that Anthony Taylor and Chris Kavanagh should be next. I think we've got to be careful. I do agree that some referees are rubbish, but I think we've got to be careful in trying to associate other referees with this type of thing now. Like, I do think that there's probably other stuff going on which we're not aware of. Like, I will say that, but we've got no proof of it just yet. Like, David Coote only got sacked because of the video.
Well, I'll tell you one thing.
Videos.
I'll tell you one thing for nothing. I managed Miss Scusi. All right, Miss Scusi. The one thing that annoyed me was Dermot Gallagher's response to him getting the sack. Talking about how difficult it is to be a referee, and the certain standards that they have to meet and what have you, and how their performance is measured. Well, let me just say something, Dermot. The performance of the officiating has been piss poor, and the performance of the PGMOL has been piss poor. And I have absolutely no sympathy. As being I was a salesman many, many years ago. If I didn't hit my target, didn't matter what I did last month. If I didn't hit my target this month, I was on the chopping block. Mm-hmm. These guys are officiating supposedly the best league in the world, right? And if their performance is not up to scratch, which it isn't, then they have to be held accountable. And they have never been held accountable, because anytime that the managers say anything or the club say anything about them, they get fined. So it's about time that the likes of David Coote and so forth get made accountable for their actions. I have absolutely no sympathy for David, none whatsoever. None. I don't really give a rat's ass. Obviously, I don't wish him any harm in terms of his well-being and what have you, but he should never officiate a Sunday league game. End of story.
I'm not reading that out, but there you go. Jen, there's more of them that need to be held accountable. Yeah, there is. Exactly, they do need to be held accountable. And again, here with like Bruno saying that is a load of horse poo. The referees in this country have been absolutely shocking for years, shocking decisions from top to bottom.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree, but we've got to bear in mind that he was not sacked for his decisions. He was sacked because he was caught slagging off Jurgen Klopp and doing a Class A drug, basically.
And not to mention, then he was also done for match fixing. It's also done for match fixing. I was speaking
possible match fixing. I don't think that's been proven yet. I don't think.
Leeds and Watford.
Yeah, but I agree that referees in this country are crap. I agree it needs doing from top to bottom. Like, I've ref myself. Like, I know what it's like. But I'm not defending him, David Coote, but we have to bear in mind he's not been sacked for his decisions. He's been sacked for what he did off the field.
And the thing is that, like, they're saying this thorough investigation. All right, Richard the Red. Well, what's so thorough about it? It needs to be transparent. What else has been found out about?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. I agree.
So that needs to be transparent. If there's nothing to hide, Howard Webb, then you're nothing to hide. But if he knew about that video, the original video,
Which we're led to believe. We're led to believe they knew about it, yeah.
Because there was a period of time where he wasn't able to officiate a Liverpool game. So if that's the case, Howard Webb needs to go. Needs to go.
Yep, I agree with that 110%. If they knew about it, he needs to go. Ricky says, hope this is just left at that. This is obviously the right decision, but I don't want to see the pile on. Just look at what happened with Caroline Flack when there was a witch hunt against her.
Ricky, I get the good vibes and the that's a completely different thing altogether. Caroline Flack, I can't even comment on that. That's a completely different thing altogether. If I make a mistake in work, I can't turn around and say to the boss, well, be careful now of my well-being or whatever. You're accountable as an adult, right?
I get what you're saying, but I get what Ricky's saying as well, because he's in like a bit of a public thing, and it's like a massive club like Liverpool. There's going to be loads of people that are going to be hurling a load of abuse at him and blah 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 blah. Like, I get that, so I get what Ricky's saying, but I do get what you're saying as well. Like, I'm not trying to play devil's advocate here. I do see it from both sides.
I get what Ricky's saying, but at the end of the day, he chose to go on video. He chose to slate Liverpool. He chose to slate Jurgen. He chose to do what he did on the other video. He chose to allegedly do the other thing as well, the match fixing. So they're all decisions that he consciously made as an adult. Now, what he does from now on is up to him. I hope that he's left do build up whatever he needs to do, learn from this and what have you, and let that be. But I think it is the camel that broke the straw that broke the camel's back, and I think there is probably a lot more that the PGMOL are not being transparent about, and that's where I think these investigations, as thorough as they say it also needs to be transparent and also needs to be public.
Yep. Bruno has said that it's his own fault for videoing himself. The guy that was doing the video was saying that's not ruined his career. Well, he's basically coming to himself. Yeah, it's stupid of him to do it, 100%. There's allegations that there's reason that the person in that video is the person that leaked the video. Leave it at that. But yeah. Jenna says here he's been sacked because he broke the law and he's a disgusting human being. Yep.
Yeah.
The spider web, Richard the Red.
Yeah.
Miscusi, any person caught taking an illegal substance by their employer should be sacked. He should have known better. Yeah, 100%.
Exactly.
Jen, and why has he got a right to appeal? That's a disgrace. I think it's. I might be wrong here. I'm not 100% sure with like employment law, but I think if you get sacked from anywhere, you have the right to appeal. If I'm right in saying that, doesn't necessarily mean you're going to do it. Doesn't necessarily mean that you'll win if you did, but they have to say that you've got a right to appeal because it's the law, basically, I guess.
Yeah, it's employment law. As strange and as weird as it may be, he has a right to appeal. But the chances are he won't, and the chances are even if he did try and appeal, this decision would not be overturned, because I think there's already enough egg left on the PGMOL's face as is. But I think now what people should be doing, rather than focusing on David Coote now, because he's done, is leave him be, leave his family be. Let's go and let's look at Howard Webb. That's what I reckon.
What have we got? What's this one here? Eddie Cox Wilkins. Welcome back, mate. I've seen you around here for a while. Yeah, I agree with what you're saying. He's ruined his own career. Good to have you back, Eddie. Gavin's with us. Evening, Gavin. Q is lucky Keir Starmer hasn't had him arrested for a hate crime. Oh, look at Gavin's comment there. He'll be an I'm a celebrity next year.
Yeah. Exactly. He'll be on a desert island like Philip Schofield. That's what he'll be doing.
Well done, Gavin. I think that's the best one so far today. Miss Scoozy and the Richard the Red, you need to up your game, lads. Bruno, I wonder what rivals will think about this.
I don't know. I mean, rival fans will always they can't see past the rivalry. They'll no doubt throw out the stereotypical shite that they always throw out when it comes to Liverpool, but dancing on thin ice, I like that one. But I think this incident could happen and may have already happened to other clubs. So I think they would want to just be very careful what they say because, yeah.
Richard the Red, check his bank account. I bet he took backhands as well. There's the allegations of that, with stuff that's been going on off, who has been involved with, blah, 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 blah. Richard the Red dancing on thin ice. Eddie Cox, not been on anything. Mate, you won't get no criticism over here for stuff like that, mate. Don't worry about it. We may not think that Darwin is good or anything like that or whatever, but if people have got that opinion, people can have that opinion. Nothing like that here, mate.
No, that's not how we roll, Eddie. You can say whatever you like, as long as you don't say anything nasty about us. No.
Gavin, every star he wins at Ant and Deck will be checking VAR. Gavin, are you all right, mate? What's going on? You're on it today.
Gavin's on form.
Bruno said being Celebrity Big Brother next season. That's another good one. Second gen here, mate. You've got a right to opinion. You say whatever you want on this channel, pal. No one will call you out for it. Miss Scoozy, I don't see if Coots rolled up as a prize to win on here.
What do you think is next for? I mean, can he can go abroad? Can he, or like he's definitely done in England, right? I would MOL. That means obviously the Premier League, the Championship, all of that.
I would presume so. Yeah. Let's have a look. Actually, let's have a look. See if I can find any more information out for you. I mean, we're gonna go over Slot's press conference in a minute, guys. Let's have a look. I found this here online. Let's have a look what it says here.
He probably would go to Saudi. I'll tell you, he won't be feeling the victim for too long if he goes to the Saudi league.
UEFA have removed him as well. That had already happened. FIFA are looking into his part-time position with them as well. Oh, you are right there. Yeah, I've just seen this now about the.
He can't referee the Champions League
with the Leeds United and West Brom in 2019. Yeah. I've seen that now. Yep. Which he denied.
But I mean, obviously, Howard Webb must have known all of this.
Yeah, I'm guessing though. I'm just guessing this. If he does get removed by FIFA, I don't think he can go to Saudi either, because I think everybody's under the FIFA umbrella, aren't they? So I don't know.
Scoozy, I heard Coot has a testing job in Colombia. I'd say so, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I got Gavin and Jen both saying Saudi there. Like I say, I don't know if what's his face, if he can go up that far abroad. I'm not too sure. Gavin wouldn't let him ref Soccer Aid.
Jesus Christ. Well, I wouldn't either, and you're damn right, guys. I mean, look, the guy's not been done for his officiating. He's been done for obviously what's been made very public. But that's something that the PGMOL and Howard Webb were well aware of, especially the first video. So, there should be massive questions and a further investigation, which should be transparent and public. And I think Howard Webb now needs to step down. That's the next thing. The whole PGMOL needs to be completely dismantled and restructured.
Yeah.
Without
Have you seen? I've not got this anything popped up in that. But we've seen that apparently the FA have like decided to pull out of that deal with one of the broadcasters, so they can potentially go and do their own thing.
No,
it's still going to be. I think I've used the wrong word there. I don't think it's broadcasters because they're still tied in with a deal with Sky and TNT and all that until 2027, 2028, something like that. But it's whoever is the film production team that does it, they've come out of that and they're going to make their own in-house one. So Simon Jordan's kind of thinking that they're going to do their own like Netflix thing, like the NFL do it, where it's like an app and you pay something and you get every game and stuff like that. So yeah,
I mean, and it just and then the wonder why the people go for Fire Sticks.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Not me though.
No. Jen says the PGMOL is a joke. I kind of agree with that. Wonder what decision we'll go against us on Saturday. I forgot who we're playing. Who we're playing Saturday?
Well, Jesus, are we playing anyone at this rate? We're playing obviously tomorrow night.
Which I know that. I've completely totally forgot that. Are we playing Spurs?
No, we're playing Fulham.
Fulham, right? Okay.
3 p.m.
Right, yeah, and then we've got Carabao Cup next week as well. I'm just looking at Spurs the week after. I knew Spurs were coming up. Yeah. Nice. What's that say there? Miss Scusi, to be serious, just this once, I don't think he should be a professional in anything to do with football anymore. He's lost all credibility. 100%. And then, yeah, Fulham, guys. Cheers. Thanks for that. Yeah.
I agree, but you're going to have, his agents maybe try and throw him into something like Celebrity Big Brother or...
he'll 100% do something like that as like a...
Something like, the thing that Philip Schofield did, which... I mean, I can't understand how the fuck he got back on TV and how he's on a desert island and feel sorry for me, whatever. I think they'll probably do something like that. But what my main interest is that the investigation over? And if so, it shouldn't be. There needs to be an investigation into Howard Webb and his involvement in it. And that's what it needs to happen. Because if this is it's not just David Coote that's involved in all of this. There's other people. Look at Martin. Martin says he'd be 2 minutes setting up. He said that about half an hour ago, ladies and gentlemen. He'll do Christmas adverts for Iceland. He will, yeah.
I wonder if they'll bring in something like...
I'm really pissed off, lads, that you didn't fucking, pardon my language, acknowledge my Christmas jumper.
I'm not being funny, lad, but I can't even see it.
Well, you fucking see it now.
Well, it's nice, mate. It's nice. I love it. Look, guys, look at Seano now on screen. All we can see is his fucking shoulders, can't we? We can't see nothing else.
It's a good thing you can't see the rest of me. I've no trousers on. No, I do.
Martin's in makeup, Miss Guji says.
Yeah. Martin has a whole tripod out and everything, and that's not a euphemism or a euphemism. Oh, wait a minute. He's after sending something. Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Irish Red 1988 says you've got a nice jumper on.
Thank you, Irish Red. How are you?
Exactly, Jen. Thank you, Jen. She only saw the top of you.
But Jen, you know that's enough, don't you? It's good seeing Jen back on it. I'm delighted to see Jen and who else did we haven't seen? Eddie as well.
We've not seen them guys for a while, yeah.
Yeah, I'm delighted.
So while we're waiting for I'm gonna say Sean and then for Martin, let's get into this other little bit that I wanted to talk about as well. Found it a little bit interesting. What do you think about this? The World Pro 11 has been announced and Virgil van Dijk's in the team. Is that any surprise to you? Anyone you should be putting somebody else in, Do you know what really pisses me off about stuff like this?
Fucking Mbappe.
Well, not that, but the fact that you've got a midfield four and every single one of them is a central midfielder. Like,
I can't actually... Hold on a second till I zoom in.
So basically you've got Edison in net.
Yeah,
the goalkeeper. Then you've got Carvajal, Rudiger, Van Dijk, De Bruyne, Rodri, Cruz, and Bellingham. Like,
if you're making De Bruyne's not played all that. I mean, how can you put him? That guy's at the end of his contract and his career at Man City. How can you put him? If you're doing it on past glories, fair enough. But him and Mbappe, I'd have question marks over. And Haaland. Haaland's not been playing all that well. I've taken him out with me fantasy football.
Same. Yeah. I thought he'd
still bet you this week.
I thought Toni Kroos had retired. I thought he'd retired, Toni Kroos. Let's have a look.
What the hell is Rodri doing? Sure, Rodri's injured.
Yeah, he's retired. Yeah, right. Kroos is retired. I guess it's because
Rodri is injured.
I'm guessing this is last season. But still, my thingy is, you've got a flat midfield four, and every single one of them is a midfielder that plays in the centre. That's my thing. Where's your wingers?
Well, I mean, the fact that you don't have a Salah there is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Yeah. Look, we know, yeah. Did your nan knit that? I hope not. She's dead. That makes you feel better.
Nice to bring it down. Martin's in.
Oh, here we go.
I don't think he's ready though. I don't know.
No, because he doesn't have his camera on.
He's gone. I'll took him back off again. Gavin says he can't believe that Salah's not in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't either.
Mbappe should be swapped for Salah. We've got a couple of them. Irish Red says that he's a Red and he's Irish. Life is great. Do you agree with that, Seano?
It's not a good time to be Irish, unfortunately, with the general election. So I have to say I've never been so ashamed in all my life. The fact that we would vote. Look at them. I can't understand how we would vote in the same party that have increased homelessness, have. I could go into great length about politics, but I won't do that. Richard the Red says R.I.P. Nana Shano. The last granny died, I think, in 94. So there you go.
What else have we got here? Ricky says this just shows that the people in charge are fucking stupid. Agreed.
Yeah.
Must be an old lineup from 2022. Mbappe is Darwin's bitch.
Exactly.
Jono's my bitch.
Rest in peace.
I'm Gemma's.
Oh, Gemma's stood right there.
I know.
Hi, Richard the Red. Hi, Jen.
A World 11 doesn't have the best player in the world in it. In the works in it. All right, dickheads, yeah.
How you can't put in Salah there, it's beyond me. How you can't, like, it does not make sense. De Bruyne didn't have a great season last season.
Yeah.
So I can't, no way.
Muscusi's on his way for a shower, lads, because he stinks like a gyro on Postman Sock on Gyro Day. Gavin said hi. Martin. Nice for you to join us, lad. How are you?
Well, it's been eventful. Let's put it that way. I've been listening to you, but it's been eventful.
Nice.
After 7 minutes, you go, I've been trying to put this off, but till Martin comes.
Yeah. Well, I didn't want to go too far into subjects and that until you come on. That's all.
Hey, isn't it great about Coot the cunt?
Yeah.
So, yeah. What else have we spoke about?
That's it.
Well, I mean, I think we were both. I think all of us, including the chat, were in agreement that while Coot has got the boot, so must Howard Webb, because he was
definitely. If he's in charge of it all, then he's got to go. If he knew about it,
yeah, without a doubt. And I think any investigation, it has to be. We were talking about Jono's jumper as well, Jen. Yeah, any investigation has to be made public and transparent, because there's no point in doing a little investigation behind closed doors. Makes no sense.
And you've got to look into what was their reasons for covering up.
Yeah. So
I know you can't tie everyone with the same brush, but there is certain referees, especially like go back through the games and you can see that. What was that fella saying?
But I mean, but can I just stop you there, Martin? It's not based on the decisions that he's made on the pitch.
It's his off-field.
It's his off-field antics, but he's also been alleged for max fixing. So obviously, there's an element to that, But as Irish Red says, the PGMOL is rotten to the core, and it needs to be disbanded and restructured, with Howard Webb losing his job as well. That's the only way of looking at it. Bring in foreign refs. I don't know that the Premier League aren't going to be too happy with that. But
do you know what we need? We just need to wind them back about 50 years. We need that Pierluigi Collini.
Yeah, he was one of the best refs, I think. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Just so you know, I've been thinking over the last couple of days, when I'm not on this stream, I think the stream needs to be called Double T.
Double T.
Triple T.
Why is that?
The 3 top tits.
Top tits or tips?
Tits.
Okay.
That's both of you a pair of tits when I'm not here. I have to keep you in control.
That's a non-runner, but anyway. But yeah, and then obviously we were talking about this World 11 with no Salah and 4 center midfielders.
In the midfield, yeah.
I can't see it, mate. I'm on it. Hey, got me tripod out.
There you go.
Way.
Yeah.
Seano, is Cooch doing the quiz? Please say no.
He's not doing the quiz. No, he failed a drug test.
Hey, look, my bloody elves have been on it. I can't even show you because I don't know how to work this camera. iPhones are rubbish.
The whole PGMOL is rotten to the core. It's not just one bad apple; it's the whole orchard. Yeah.
Exactly.
Eddie, and the best way to solve the problem of the PGML, I'm not just put the Liverpool fans. Yeah. Put Liverpool fans in charge. Get rid of them all. Jen says. Colin has a bald head as well. Who was the boss? Cool.
Sure, that dog going on again.
The dogs are at it again. Yeah, the folks are putting up Christmas decorations.
All
right. So, wrong one. Sorry, my bad. I think the next bit we've got to do is talk about this game tomorrow. So, I think
he's going to rest some.
Well, this is what I mean. Like, he's taken the squad that he's taken's got. I'll go through it now. He's got Alisson, Gomez, Endo, Van Dijk, Diaz, Szoboszlai, Nunes, Salah, Jones, Gakpo, Elliott, Robertson, Gravenberch, McConnelly, Jaros, Kelleher, Trent, Norris, and Kwanzaa. And then he's got some quotes here saying basically that Alisson could play tomorrow. Like, well, no, I'll take that back. No, he didn't say that. He said that he's in contention to play tomorrow. He's fit enough to play tomorrow.
I'll put you on.
This is what I mean. Like, I did a whole starting 11 and I've had to change it again before we went live because of these comments. Because he did his press conference literally at 6:30.
Sorry, Adam. Just
Martin sees what I see. Yoo-hoo.
Do you see what I see?
Well, bear in mind, Irish Red, that Martin was also part of Fenway. We come not to pay, so yeah.
I'm the only one who's stuck around longer than his bloody parents with him in his life, aren't I, mate?
And even they are sick me. But no, he was the lone wolf at the protest. So there you go.
No, it's good that you've been proven to be right over the years. So well done, lads. Like to been there, like before it all kicked off and
It's
everything.
not a case though, and I mean because I know John Henry will come on here now and say that you're an FSG out person first and a Liverpool fan second. It's not a case of wanting to be right. It's a case of
I don't know about you, but I was here before Liverpool, before FSG came.
Yeah, there you go, Noah Hyde. Where are you?
Well, mates, we're gonna get into this starting 11 now, Jen.
Let's have a look. Yeah,
and then Eddie, I've got my starting 11 with Darwin in it. To be fair, a bit of a thing there. Irish Red says Martin. I remember you showing up at the protest, legend, and you also got legendary Lone Wolf as well from Noah Hyde.
Yeah. I also had the police turn up as well.
You
should have arrested me. I wouldn't be married now.
So that's my 11th game tomorrow. I mean, I was umming and ahhing about a few of the changes, which I'll tell you. So I actually have gone with Alisson starting tomorrow, which I think is a little bit harsh because I think Kelleher's done really, really well.
You need to rest.
Yeah, and he did make that mistake against Newcastle at the end of the game. So I'm just like, I know we're already through in the Champions League, so I was kind of like, do you leave Kelleher in to get his confidence back in like a nothing game? We're already through to the next round, basically. Or do you put Alisson in to get his fitness back up again?
Can I just ask? Do you know if we win tomorrow? We played the 6. We'll win 6. Is it this part of the competition where if you've qualified, you don't have to play them over 2 games, or is it the next part of it?
The next bit. So you've got to play your full fixture list at the minute.
Yeah.
And then if you finish in the top 8, I think you don't have to play the next round.
Do you know what though? Week by week, I like it. I like this new format. It's giving you them big games that you'd never thought. It's grown on me a lot. I know it used to be the best ever form of Champions League was when it was the European Cup, when it was just straight knockouts.
Yeah, that
was the best one. But I do like this one now. It's there. Yeah, they've got the Super League one that they've always wanted. But who'd have thought that Madrid and everyone would be down the bottom of the league when you'd have just had the normal sets? Yeah, they would have just had the normal groups. They would have been top. We would have been second or third. But I just like it. I like the way it's throwing out big games and big money for clubs.
No, you're right. I like it as well, to be fair.
Noah Hyde 72 reckons that's a strong lineup. Irish Red 1988 says I would start Ali. Keller has been superb, but Ali's the best in the world. Gavin says I've a thought Jaros keep Ali for Saturday.
I get that as well. Like, I don't know. Ben, I've gone with Trent as well because I'm going to go through it and you guys let me know if you just swap anything.
Yeah.
Alisson in there. Do you agree with that, or would you put anybody else in?
Joras.
You both played him, yeah?
Yeah.
I'd put in Alisson.
Right back. Now, I've put Trent in, but I was going to put Gomez at right back and put Kwanzaa at centre back.
No.
Fuck no. See, I don't like Gomez. I think he's as useful as a chocolate fire guard. But he's a lot.
That?
He's just the game he did the other day against Newcastle. He was absolutely shocking.
But Martin, he's the most versatile defender that we have there. He can play at centre back, he can play at right back, and he can play.
I'd rather have Nunes in defence, and I don't like Nunes.
I disagree with you there.
See what you've caused now, Adam.
What?
See what you've caused now.
Well, I haven't got it going yet. Do you play Van Dijk then, or do you play a different partner at centre back?
I play different partner.
To me, what you have in defence there, I'd go for.
Yeah. All right. Defence here. Gavin's leaving, mate. Hope you enjoy your evening, mate. Thanks for joining, Gavin. Pal.
Talk to you soon, buddy.
Next bit, I've gone with Gravenberch, but I was gonna put Endo in just to give Ryan a bit of a rest.
Yeah.
That would be something I would decide to do because I think Gravenberch looked very tired at Newcastle, and I definitely think he deserves a break. definitely deserves a break. So I would put Endo and I'd put Jones.
I've gone with Jones because obviously McAllister's suspended, so he can't play.
I'd have had Simicast in the left back now.
I think he's injured.
Oh, is he?
Yes, that's why. Yeah.
But don't you think Robbo with the last couple of games have been putting a few extra paces with him? He's been on fire.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Razor Ruddock.
I've stuck with Salah there, but again, I was tempted to chuck Elliot out wide just to give him some minutes.
No, I'd bring Elliot on a bit later.
Yeah, 60 minutes.
60 minutes.
Yeah.
I think as well, they've got a few agreements here with Endo regarding that. So that might have been a good choice to do.
Yeah.
Ricky, I think McAllister's suspended for this game as well. If I'm not wrong.
He missed because the derby was postponed. He had this one, weren't he?
So no, but this is Champions League, isn't it? So let me just see if he travelled. Hold on a minute.
No, he's suspended for this game and for Fulham.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Yeah, I don't think he's travelled as McAllister. So, so are you sticking with Salah then out wide, or are you putting anybody else there?
Yeah, I'd keep Salah there, to be honest, because we want to finish it off well.
Next question for you then. So Bosley, does he play or do you play Elliot?
See, that's the catch-22. So you've got it. We've already said about Elliot coming on the 60th minute. You don't want to hurt him coming back after that injury.
Yeah, true. Diaz over Gakpo?
It's a hard one. Diaz hasn't had many minutes at the moment. I know he's played a lot of games, but
I'd put Gakpo, to be honest with you. I'd be agreeing with Jen. I'd put Gakpo there.
And Irish Red as well agrees as well. And then the big one, I guess, is Nunes. I'm sticking with Nunes because I don't think Jota's fit enough to come back and play yet.
I think Nunes deserves his place in the team because although we may be hitting them sky high and missing easy chances, he's sticking to his guns. Like I said last time, he's like a Lucas Leiva. He keeps going and going and going, and he deserves it.
I mean,
what you might do is you might see it really depends on what Sloot is thinking. He may put Diaz. He might leave Diaz on the left. He might put Gakpo in the middle, or might put Gakpo on the left and Diaz up front in the number 9 position. You never know. Yeah,
good shout. I've got David saying Gakpo. Gavin says that Jota hasn't travelled. I missed that as well. I've not watched. I've read the team out. I should have realised that. Jen says Starwin, and Irish Red says you've got a good point there, Martin. So I guess the team we probably would go with now then, I guess, is Ali. We said Trent, didn't we? Did we say Gomez or Kwanzaa here?
Gomez,
Van Dijk, Robbo, Endo, Jones, Salah, Szoboszlai, Gakpo, Nunes.
Yeah.
Irish Red, as Gavin says there, Chiesa's ill now for some reason.
Yeah, he played against the Finger, scored in the under-21s, didn't
he? Yeah, he scored a good goal there. He scored a good goal.
Yeah. Do you know what?
1 second, I've just got to get the front door. Hang on.
Yeah, no bother.
All right.
I know that Darwin's coming in for a bit of stick. You know, there's comments in here and stuff like that, and I don't mind it. But for me, he is coming towards that situation now where he is getting to last chance saloon. Like, he is getting there, and I think patience is running out with him. But there is a player there. You can see it. You can see that it's there. And he's getting into the positions where he's missing chances. There's a part of me that'd be more worried if he wasn't getting into them positions. Do you know what I mean? And then he wouldn't be getting the chances. But I don't know what it is. I really don't know what it is with him. I can't put my finger on it. Obviously, apart from putting the ball in the back of the fucking net, like, I don't understand why he finds that bit so difficult in the Prem when he didn't find it so hard over in Portugal, I guess. I mean,
it's difficult, but like for those who aren't following us on Facebook, check us up on Facebook, AKM LFC. We've now changed the name, but I ran a poll there about 12 hours ago. So it was Darwin has been under some criticism lately. So I asked, do you want to keep him or sell him? What do you think? How do you think it did?
I reckon that most people wanted to sell him.
What do you think, Martin?
I'd keep him, mate.
No, but how many do you think the majority said keep him or sell him?
I've seen that poll. I think they've said they'd sell him, but I voted keep him. Sure, it was.
So there was 36 votes. Okay, 24 said keep, 12 said sell.
Nice. I am surprised, but because of all the dialogue that I'm seeing online and stuff like that, and as Eddie's just mentioned there, I kind of that surprised me that that's good. That's good to hear. Is that? I'm just looking at it.
Look, I mean, we're all in tight because I've seen on other channels and people going absolute ape shit and what have you, and people attacking each other for having an opinion of a player. Football is all about opinion. You go into a pub, you watch a match with someone in a pub, or you watch it live if you're in Anfield or whatever, you're traveling away from home or whatever, and you're watching the match. You're going to have an opinion of a player, whether it's bad or good. That's what it's about. We're always going to defend the player. We're always going to want the player to do well. That's grand. So there's a lot of bullshit online. There is no right or wrong answer in regards to Darwin Núñez. People will think, okay, I know I've spoke to someone on Frank Carlisle.Liverpool where someone reckons that we should give him another 3 years, which I don't agree with. I think this is his last chance saloon, and I want to see him flourish. I really do. I think prior to the Newcastle game, we were all singing his praises. He had two possibly the best games that he's had at Liverpool against Man City and against Real Madrid. He was very unlucky not to get in the score sheet. He did very, very well.
The passion he had was great.
And the passion there, and we were talking about that. Now, people have a short-term memory because he missed a fucking sitter against Newcastle, and everyone loses their fucking shit.
You
know, and I get people don't want to see someone that we spend 85 million miss an absolute sitter, but it happens. It happens. It's not something he did on purpose.
We had this question at the beginning of the season, and we said about Núñez, was we going to get rid of him? And I said, keep him another season. And I think he's played better this season than he had last season. I think he's got more of a drive, and you can see if he misses, it's hurting him. He's getting frustrated with himself. So when he misses a ball and he goes in for the tackle, like we just said on that one, it's the passion that's I think he's Liverpool through and through. I really do.
I think he just needs that bit of luck. Like I saw a video of him earlier on, and it was when I think we were playing Spurs, and he got through. He took the ball round the goalkeeper, and he hit the post. And then Ryan Gravenberch scored like the rebound, and you could just see it in his face and how his body language, how like he couldn't even bring himself to celebrate with Gravenberch because he was just so annoyed with himself. Like, he did he can do the hard bit. He can't do the bit of putting the ball in the back of the net. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's trying.
Yeah.
It's not like some of the players who, we've had in the past who've like came and like couldn't really give a shot, like Aquilani and shit like that.
Yeah. Let's catch up with some of these comments before we move on, because I know we've got the quiz coming up in a bit. In fact, I'll just swap all this about while we get ready for that. So here we go. Where was I? So Chiesa, we've done that. Blah blah blah. Irish Red says that Chiesa's not had an ounce of luck, which I kind of agree with. Gavin said that Coot served him a dodgy sandwich. No Hyde says he's curious if Sobozo will pass to him if Nunes plays on the wing. There's a bit there as well. I kind of agree with where I sometimes think that people don't give him the ball. I saw that a lot last year, especially, but I don't know. I get what he's saying there. I have seen that. That is something where he will make a run, and it looks like he's going to be through on goal, and the ball never comes. He never gets past it.
I said this the other week, didn't I? It doesn't look like people trust him.
Yeah, it's fair that. Yeah.
Gavin says, for me, keep Darwin, sell Jota. Noah has agreed with that. Darwin still seems too much in his own head. I agree with that. Jen, if he was banging in the goals like Salah, then no one would be saying anything. I think that goes for any player, really, Jen. But I get you.
If my auntie had balls, should be my uncle.
Eddie, for me, boys, this is what I keep saying every time I support Darwin. This is what I get told. Everybody wants Diogo to play like he's, and I keep saying Diogo can't stay fit. That's what I've been saying as well, Eddie. Like, I don't think that. I think this is Diogo Jota's last season at Liverpool. Me.
Yeah, but I mean, bear in mind, guys, and I have to, because again, this was brought up on Frank Carlisle.Liverpool channel as well. It wasn't a case of him not being fit this year. Someone landed on him and broke his ribs. So it wasn't like a niggling injury. It wasn't like a reoccurrence of an old injury. Someone landed on him and broke his ribs. That's why he's out injured. And that 9 times out of 10 will fuck you up. You know, that's it. But
when was the last time Nunes was injured?
That's a good point. But I still think that Jota is probably, other than Salah, is probably our best finisher.
I agree with that, but he just can't stay fit. And I take on board what you're saying about the whole rib thing. But this for me goes back seasons. He gets injured every year. Does Diogo Jota? He's becoming a bit like Alisson. Alisson has been injured every year for the past 2 years now. Phil says, I see that David Coote has been sacked after his comments about Jurgen Klopp. Yes, Phil, mate, he did indeed. Ricky says, problem with Nunes for me is that he's not great on the ball. Some of his passes are shocking. If he's scoring for fun, then you can forgive that, but he isn't. Can forgive it if he links play well. I guess that's what Bobby Firmino did. Like, Bobby Firmino wasn't a prolific goal scorer, but he did do that bit of the game pretty well. Noah also says, keep David, give him the season to perform this season. If he performs this season, then keep him. Richard the Red, we still need another striker in his opinion. I kind of agree with that as well also. Gavin says that he would get a striking coach. They probably already got one, to be fair.
Yeah.
Slot's known for I say known. He's got one player in his past that it turned into a bit of a goal scorer, which was that Jimenez at Feyenoord. So yeah, I kind of thought that would have happened by now with Nunes. Patrick says no point selling him. Wait till the end of the season and see how he performs.
Agreed. Yeah.
No again says will FSG spend the money from the Nunes sale? That's the big issue. Well, I've just been looking on Transfer Market and he's still valued at around £70 million. So it's still expensive. Copites is with us, evening Copites. I reckon you're here for the quiz, Gareth.
He also has an update there that he has 1,160 subs now, and a little birdie told me that he's also in. He has a channel with Red Raw, which is Martin
Mason. Oh, not Martin. Martin.
No, not me.
No, not Martin Mason. Miserable Martin, as they call
it. Yeah.
I'm just eating chicken. Yeah.
Chicken.
Slot plays through the wins. Jota and Nunes gets in the game is very few. Chances that they get in the game are very few. True. David said people need to get off his back. He's creating, not scoring. They need to leave him to play his own game. Yeah, I agree with that. Darwin is trying too hard, too much in his own head. Yeah, we mentioned that one already.
Yeah.
Haaland isn't ripping up trees at the moment either. That's true.
That's a very good point, Philip. Yeah, he's not. I think the last time he scored was when Ten Hag was still manager.
When was the last time Haaland freaking ran back to play where Nunes does?
Exactly. That's a very good point too. Yeah.
David says he's quick, let him play his own game. Copites, Jota's quality, but just injury prone. Patrick Moore loves playing with Darwin. Yeah, he did say that the other day. There was like a video that came out of Mo Salah saying that he used to love playing with Bobby Firmino and now he loves playing with Darwin. So, Eddie, that's my point, Jen. I said I would sell Diogo too. Well done, Copites. I know we just mentioned that, but I'll show it off now. Well done with that, mate. Well done. Massive shout out for you for that. No, Jota is injury prone because of the way he plays. His physique is weak, hence he got land on instead of pushing away from the defender like big attackers do. Jota is good, but yeah, weak. Question for you, Seano. Is the quiz easier this week?
It's never easy. Never easy.
Yeah, you two fuckers. I got 10 out of 10. And I weren't even on the stream.
Did you fuck?
I did.
Yeah. Eddie, but what I'm saying is they criticised Darwin to come back, and it's the same when Daniel Sturridge used to get injured and sorry for spelling it. Oh, I get what you're trying to say there regarding Sturridge used to. I think Sturridge, if he'd have stayed fit, Sturridge, he'd have been a fucking right player. He scored some right goals for us. I loved Sturridge when he came to us. And he was a bargain as well. He was about, what, 15 million or something like that, 10 million?
Yes, that was agent Rafa. Rafa sold him. Do you remember?
He was a right player. Bond says he don't think Liverpool will sell Jota and Nunes in the same window. No chance. No chance that happens, guys. Richard the Red says Nunes has one more goal than Kanate. Gavin says apparently the City decision is due in March. Yeah, that was today. They said that they'd finished off that talk thing about the City 115 thing, but we'll have to just wait and see what happens there.
26 charges, they got it with, weren't it?
115.
No, but you've been penalised for 26.
What?
Yeah, have a go look through something we've been hit by for 26 charges.
All right.
They brought it down to 26. Is that what you're saying?
I think so, yeah. It's on Talk Sport.
I'll have a look. Bruno, I hope the fans keep the same energy towards the other attackers when they don't perform as well. Agreed. Yeah. Copites, Jen. Sorry, I'm just catching up to any more questions. Copites, yeah, I saw that video, mate. I saw that one. Foden has disappeared as well lately. Yeah,
he did. Yeah, absolutely. Foden has. Yeah, without a doubt.
Our fans need to stop comparing Nunes with Haaland. It's not helpful. I think that's one thing as well. When they both came in the same window, that's one of them as well.
Yeah, but I think that's when it stopped. To be honest,
I'll be back in a sec. I'm just going to go backstage. Okay.
Go on. We're just about to do the quiz as well, guys. So I'm just going to catch up with these comments, then we'll do the quiz. Irish Red Sturridge had an unbelievable left peg. He 100% did. He scored some goals for us. Gavin, it's up to 130. That must have been about that City charges. David, Sturridge got the equaliser at Chelsea from outside the box. That's the one I'm thinking of, David. Phil Ash, do you think City will go for Zubimendi in January? I think Zubimendi's picked up an injury. I don't think he'll be going anywhere. Palmer better than Foden. Bet City are gutted, yeah. And then lastly, but not least, Sturridge had the skill, but not the mentality. Wonderful forward to watch when he was on form. Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
Eddie, I've got to go. Eddie, you haven't done no wrong, mate. What are you talking about, lad? Got to go. You haven't brought no channel down. There's no one said anything bad or anything here, mate.
Jesus,
don't worry
Eddie,
about that.
No way. No.
Don't worry about that. You've not done no, mate. Come back. Come back. I feel like fucking Titanic.
Don't be silly.
Nah, mate. You're always welcome here. I don't think there's been any disagreements or anything like that here, mate.
It's all healthy debates and what have you.
Sturridge and Suarez was a beast of a partnership. It was. Gavin. Apparently, Zubimendi injured his back. And then Love Sturridge, his last goal against Chelsea. Yeah, and then Jen's asking Eddie to stay. Yeah. Right, guys, I think we're going to do the quiz now. For those of you that have not been around here for a long time, Jen, Eddie, and all that lot, we basically have started doing a quiz, the world famous Seano quiz. 10 questions. The winner of each week gets put into the quiz at the end of the season, and we're going to do it there for them. And you can get a chance to win that. Also, as well, Gavin, I have posted your members winning thing today. It's on its way to you, mate. So that let me know when you get it, pal. But yeah, I have posted that to you today, which was the Bobby Firmino book that Martin wanted, but you've got it, mate.
Oh, that's a beautiful book, that.
So yeah, if anyone does want to join in with it for next month, just become a member, $1.99, $2.99, whichever one you want to do.
Should we play the message for Fibersportmemorabilia?
Yeah. And then yeah, you basically get a chance of winning the next thing, which is Fibersportmemorabilia. They've given me another signed photo of Jan Molby, which is the giveaway on New Year's Day. So if you want to get a chance of winning that, guys, just become a member. But just while Seano gets the quiz set up, I'm just going to play a little message from our partners over at Fibersportmemorabilia. This video is in partnership with Fibersportmemorabilia, whose mission is simple, guys, to provide sports fans, collectors and enthusiasts with a diverse selection of authentic sports memorabilia that captures the essence of sporting greatness. From autographed jerseys and boots to game-worn equipment and limited edition prints, their collection will be the treasure trove of sporting history. They take great pride in their commitment to authenticity and ensure that every item they offer undergoes a meticulous verification process. Every item that they sell is an authentic item obtained by themselves and only by themselves, leaving no room for doubt. I'd like to take this moment to thank Fibersportmemorabilia for being the partner of AKM LFC. Right then, so it is time, guys. Seano is sending me all the answers right now.
What I'm going to do is I'm just going to send you the first 5 because otherwise people are just going to be waiting. So there you go. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're very welcome to another edition of Seano's world famous quiz, exclusive to AKM Live. You heard it here first. The first 3 people to get the question right gets 1 point. The person with the most points wins. And then they go on to face the winners of the previous quiz in the final. Woo! We don't have the jingle, have we?
We've got. I've made this. Hold on. There you go. And then we've also got this one as well. The first one. There you go.
Wow. Beautiful, beautiful.
No expense paid here.
No expenses paid here. Yeah, exactly.
Right then, I'll hand over to you, mate. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
Okay, so the question to number 1 is, what was the score in the first ever Liverpool game? What was the score in the first ever Liverpool game? Was it A, 2-1? Was it B, 5-1? Or C, 7-1? Was it A, 2-1, B, 5-1, or C, 7-1? Richard the Red. Countdown.
Yep. Forgot to get that one up. Yeah.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go. I'll put the
the answer to that was the answer to that was actually C. 7-1.
Yep.
We bet Rotterdam, Rotterdam, Jesus, in a friendly, the 1st of September, 1892. So
Yep.
I think the only people that got that right was Ricky Shah
and Irish Red.
There you go.
Yep. Everyone still thinks that that's Trump.
Who's Trump?
The voiceover.
No. Okay. Okay, so question number 2. Which local club did Philippe Coutinho start in their youth system? Which local club did Philippe Coutinho start in their first local system? Their youth system, sorry. Is it A, Boca Juniors? Is it B, Estudiantes? Or is it C, Vasco da Gama? Is it A, Boca Juniors? Is it B, Estudiantes? I think that's how you pronounce it. Or is it C, Vasco da Gama? Which local club did Philippe Coutinho start in their youth system? A, Boca Juniors, B, Estudiantes, or C, Vasco da Gama?
We've got it.
Have you done the emojis?
Yes. So we've got the first 3 people, guys, are Ricky, Gavin, and Richard the Red. Yep.
Yeah.
And the answer is obviously, Seano. Sorry, I jumped the gun then.
Is C, Vasco da Gama. Okay. We'll have to do emoji there because Noah Hyde got in there. Can you do an emoji there?
Yeah.
Grand. Okay. So question number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 3. In 2019-20, how many points did Liverpool win the title by? Was it A, 18, B, 21, or C, 24? When we won the league, how many points did Liverpool win the title by? Was it A, 18, B, 21, or C, 24? Okay.
Yep.
So the answer, have you done the emoji?
Yeah, people are still doing it. So I'm going to have to wait a little bit.
Okay, so the answer, ladies and gentlemen, is A, 18 points. So let me see. Richard the Red.
Yeah, Ricky and Bon.
And Bon.
Yep.
Okay. Now this is a great question. This is. So question number 4. Question number 4. How many trophies did Liverpool win in the 1990s? How many trophies did Liverpool win in the 1990s? Was it A, 3, B, 5, or C, 7? Was it A, 3, B, 5, or C, 7? You're already in the final anyway, Gareth, so you're doing all right. It's all about pride for you. Was it A, 3, B, 5, or C, 7?
Yep, got it.
Okay. So the answer is, have we the emoji?
Yep.
So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, was 3. So they won the league in 1990, they won the FA Cup in 92, and the League Cup in 95. They also shared the 1990-91 Charity Shield with United, but they didn't win that outright. So it was only three trophies in the 90s.
Wow. So we had Gavin, Irish Red, and Miscusi.
So question number 5 is a little bit different as it's not a multiple choice. Okay. So question number 5 is not a multiple choice. So whoever gets this, fair play to you. So this is a quote. So who said this? Mind you, I've been here during the bad times too. 1 year we came second. Who said that? Mind you, I've been here during the bad times too. 1 year we came second.
See how many people get this. We've got it.
Have we got it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look here. So the answer to that was Bob Paisley. Bob Paisley said it.
We got Irish Red, Noah Hyde, and Ricky.
There you go.
A few other people did get it right as well. Well done to Jen as well for getting that right as well. Gary Coleman.
Oh God. So question number 6 is going back to multiple choice now. Okay. So question number 6 is, who did Steven Gerrard replace as Liverpool captain? Was it A, Graham Souness, B, Sami Hyypiä, or C, Paul Ince? Who did Steven Gerrard replace as Liverpool captain? Was it A, Graham Souness, B, Sami Hyypiä, or C, Paul Ince?
We got it.
So the answer to that was indeed B, Sami Hyypiä.
So we've got, I'm just putting the emojis in so I don't forget.
I think Gavin.
So we've got Gavin, Bon, and Ricky.
There you go.
Everybody else got it right as well, apart from Miscusi and Richard the Red.
I won't even tell you what they gave us. Okay. Right. So question number 7. Question number 7. How many appearances had Steven Gerrard made for Liverpool? How many appearances has Steven Gerrard made for Liverpool? Is it A, 650? Is it B, 690? Or is it C, 710? How many appearances has Stevie G made for Liverpool? Is it 650, 690, or 710?
Have you seen what Miscusi's put?
I'm only doing wrong answers.
All right, I'm going to do the countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow. Okay. So the answer to that, ladies and gentlemen, and I don't think anyone got it, did they?
Nope.
Was the answer was C, 710 appearances. 710. Okay, so question number 8. Question number 8. How many goals did Stevie G score in these appearances? How many goals did he score in those appearances? Was it A, 181? Was it B, 186? Or was it C, 191? Was it A, 181? Was it B, 186? Or was it C, 191 goals?
We've got it. Sorry, I'm laughing at Miss Scoozy again.
What's the after saying?
You just put you.
You?
Yeah. What have we got? So we've got go on the mix. You haven't given the answer yet. Go on.
Hold on now. All right. What was the question that I do?
Number 8, that one was. How many goals did he score?
Oh, yeah. So the answer to that is B. The answer to that is B, 186 goals.
So we had Richard the Red, Ricky, and Gavin again with that one. And then we had many other people getting it right as well. Just obviously, it's how it pops up on the chat, guys. Unfortunately, I could imagine everyone's frustration. We might have to come up with not for this season because we've gone too far into it now. But I reckon maybe we give everyone a point or something if they've if there's so many people that get there. I don't know. We'll come up with something new, guys. But yeah.
We'll have to look at something new. Yeah. So question number 9, ladies and gentlemen. How many times did Gerrard captain Liverpool? How many times did Stevie G captain Liverpool? Was it A, 443? Was it B, 463? Or was it C, 473? Was it A, 443 times? Was it B, 463? Or was it C, 473? How many times did Stevie G captain Liverpool?
I think we've got it. Yep.
Yeah. Trick question, none. So the answer to that, I should really give Muscusi a point just for effort. The answer to that is C, 473 times he captained the club.
So I got David Crompton, Gavin, and
Jen.
Jen. Yeah, same here, Jen. Well done, guys. Well done.
Well done, guys. So
Last question.
This is the final question, and bear in mind, guys, you'll always have next week, and it doesn't matter how many times you win it, you're in the final, and then you have the chance of winning it outright. And we might give away a little prize as well. You never know. Question number 10. You should really kind of do something like that or some sort of thing. But there you go. So question number 10. On the 12th of September 1989, Liverpool won a league game 9-0. Who did they beat? Was it A, Luton? Was it B, Crystal Palace? Or was it C, Norwich? On the 12th of September 1989, Liverpool won a league game 9-0. Who did they beat? Was it A, Luton, B, Crystal Palace, or C, Norwich?
Yep, got it.
We have it there.
Yep.
Muscusi, it wasn't Barcelona, no.
I think he's just given up.
He's just like, fuck it.
he's like, fuck it, I'm gonna join him, but I don't know.
I'm just gonna fuck it. Yeah. So the answer to that was, ladies and gentlemen, B, Crystal Palace.
Right. Let me just calculate.
So, well, do you want to see who's got it first? So I think Noah Hyde got it.
Yeah.
Gavin got it.
And Ricky. Ricky's
Oh,
above
sorry.
Noah,
Ricky, Noah.
Ricky, Noah, and Gavin. Yeah. I don't think I've missed anybody else out, have I? Born. I think that's pretty much it. All the names, isn't it? Right. Let me just add them all up, and I'll be back to you in a moment.
My other phone is broke for the answers. Bonus question. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
And then we got that one. Where's his name? And Ruffy. No, Gavin. No Bong.
I love John Aldridge, Gavin. Carry over the one.
Jen. Right, done. So, at the bottom, we've got Miss Scoozy. Miss Scoozy tied with Jen and David Crompton, followed by Bon and Noah. And then we've got Irish the Red tied with Richard the Red. And then we've got Gavin in second place. And then we've got our first consecutive winner.
Oh,
the guy who set the record last week in how many questions they got right in one quiz. Ricky, you won again, lad. You got 7 this time. Second
Ricky's
time
on
you've
form.
won that. Second
Ricky
time.
is on form.
He came second so many weeks in a row, and now he can't stop winning.
Yeah, you just can't stop winning. So, what do we do in that case if you can't stop winning?
I tell you what, if Ricky wants to, I guess, because it's up to him. If Ricky wants to give the opportunity for, let's say, Gavin and Richard the Red and Irish the Red, the 4 of them to... Oh, sorry, Gareth. Sorry, you are right. I missed you out there, mate. Hold on. You got 3. No, 2. Sorry, 2. You got 2. You got loads right.
But you just weren't the first.
You just went in the top 3, mate. So Ricky's saying, give him a chance. So if Gavin, Irish the Red, and Richard the Red are still here, we'll do a winner takes all question if you want. Seano, if you've got an extra question. First person to get the answer right wins. So Gavin's still here.
Actually, I should have something here.
I've not seen out from Irish the Red yet. Oh, yeah, Irish Red's there, sorry, above Gavin. So we've got Irish Red, we've got Gavin, and Richard the Red's here as well. So the 3 of them, you've all got to answer this question, guys, to win this week. Well, Ricky wins, but he's giving his opportunity to somebody else. Oh, cheers, mate, Gareth. Hope you enjoy the rest of the evening, mate. Hope it's gone well.
Okay. So this was a question from last week because I haven't really been, but I'll just give you an opportunity here, okay? So this is the tiebreaker, and it's between who? Richard the Red.
Richard the Red, Gavin, and Irish the Red.
Okay. So so the tiebreaker question is: substitutions were first introduced for the 1965-66 season. Who was Liverpool's first substitution ever used? Was it A, Bobby Graham, B, Alf Arrowsmith, or was it C, Jeff Strong? Liverpool's first substitution ever. Was it Bobby Graham, B, Alf Arrowsmith, or C, Jeff Strong?
I'm going to have to give the answer. Can't send it to me, so I don't know. I'm going to stop that music. Right. Well, the winner of this week is Gavin. Gavin, you are the one that got the answer right, mate. Well done. You are in the final, lad. You are in the final, along with Gareth, Copites of Anfield, Ricky, Mighty Reds 97, and Bon. That's the 5 of you now in the final at the end of the season. The rest of you, we've got quizzes every week, guys. Every week, you've got another chance to get in with a chance of winning and being able to compete in that final quiz of the season. Before we touch on anything else, Sean, before we finish, I want to show this. This is actually what we're giving away on New Year's Day, guys. It's a signed photo of Young Mulby, given to me by Fibersportmemorabilia. So if you do want to get a chance of winning that, become a member of the channel, and you are in a shout to win that on January the 1st. What a better way to start the new year, eh?
Will you do us a major favor? If you're on Facebook, check AKM LFC. Our Facebook page is open now. We have about 80 people on it. There's a few polls on it, so it's nice and fun. And it's interactive and whatever, and you can comment and make. Yeah, it's great crack. It's great crack. But it's mostly me that's on the channel or on the page, because the rest of them don't give a shit. No, I'm only joking. But AKM LFC Facebook page. Check it out. There's all these polls on it, and it's good.
Can you believe it? And I don't normally call this shit out, right? But can you imagine that every single one of my videos gets 1 dislike, right? And this live's got 1 dislike as well.
Haters gonna hate.
Oh, they're always watching though, aren't they? They're still watching. Anyway, is there anything else we need to talk about? Let's have a quick look. I don't think I've missed anything.
The contracts,
of course. Right then, Sean, I'll hand it over to you basically, because in fact, no, let me tee you up. I don't want to just give it to you. Let's tee you up. So David Ornstein yesterday came out and basically Liverpool had made their opening offer to Salah. And he basically also said that all 3 of the players, Salah, Van Dijk and Trent, have all been given proposals now. They all have one on a table waiting for them to sign. Doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to be signed. He did stress that point. He did also stress that the talk around Liverpool is that Salah and Van Dijk will stay, but he didn't mention anything about Trent, which I think is quite telling. Yeah. Now, before I hand it over to you, Sean, I do think, as I mentioned in my video yesterday, that this came from Liverpool. Like, they've told David Ornstein to put this out. So yeah, hand it over to you, Sean. What do you want to say?
So the first thing is, I laugh when people say that we can trust Ornstein. Ornstein was the guy that said that the club were for sale. Ornstein was the guy that said that Salah wanted 1-year contract there just last week. So I don't think we can trust Ornstein as far as we could throw him. Ornstein is also the guy that's done the circuit and gone on about how amazing Richard Hughes is when he did fuck all. Okay, so that's, you know, this is the same David Ornstein. So David Ornstein is basically a puppet, right? Now I put up a poll. Will they extend their contract? So we have Trent at 4%. We have Virgil at 12%. We have Mo at 5%. We have all three of them at 66%. None of them at 1%. And then we had two of them at 9%. So the majority of that believe that all three of them will get it, will sign. Now, the thing is that, of course, they've been offered a contract, or contract negotiations are open, because next month they can go and sign wherever they fucking well like. So, of course, I mean, you know, this was bound to happen. The fact that Trent wasn't, you know, they haven't really said anything about Trent worries me. I still reckon that you'll probably see two of them stay and one of them go. That's what I think. Last week you heard that, and David Ornstein, the trustworthy guy, David Ornstein said that Salah wanted 1 year. It's now been reported that Rami Abbas and Salah want 3 years, but FSG were only willing to give him 1 year, and they've made the compromise with 2. So that's what's come out now. So nothing is set in stone. They haven't signed anything. No one has agreed on anything. Nothing has really happened. So I'm not going to open up the champagne or buy another bottle of champagne or prosecco for that. That's going with Coot. But I can't be overly excited over a half-assed job and leaving those contracts dwindle down to the last 3 or 4 months. I think it's a disgrace. And I think it just is a bad reflection on how we've done our business. So let's just see what happens. But I would hope before the Christmas we'll know more.
Yeah, I kind of agree, mate. I'm just going to go over people's comments off yours, because it's good to get everyone's interaction and stuff like that in the channel. So Gavin reckons that all 3 will sign. Miscuse, Salah, Trent and Virgil will sign, then FSG will say that's our transfer window done until 2033.
Probably.
Richard agrees with Miscuse. Ricky says, like I said yesterday, it could be a crap offer. I offered the love of my life a date to Frankie and Ben. It's needless to say we didn't speak to each other anymore. True,
Ricky, you're a catch. That I'll tell you, I would have turned gay for you there if you brought Frank and Benny's.
David says, till it's official, I will not worry about it anymore. We can't trust him and wait and see.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Irish Red reckons that all 3 will extend. Gavin thinks that Trent will sign with a release clause. That's interesting. But I do agree with what Bond said a little bit further down there, that Liverpool don't do release clauses. That's the reason why Emre Can left Liverpool, because he wanted a release clause in his contract and Liverpool wouldn't do it.
That's a good point.
Irish Red, we are Liverpool, a special club, 100% agreed. Jen, until we see the official confirmation, I will see. Yeah, I think we should all, like, I don't want people getting the wrong idea about what I do on this channel. Not saying that you guys are for a second or anything like that. But just, I've seen people on other channels saying that, you know, everyone's trying to do this and do that or whatever. And it's, for me, like, I will literally, I've got a Liverpool channel. If it's in the news, I'm going to talk about it. Like, there's nothing else to talk about right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that, to be honest with you, that's all bullshit. I mean, of course, we're going to talk about anything that's in the news about Liverpool and give our opinion on it. And obviously, we take everything with a pinch of salt. I'm not going to jump up for joy because Richard Hughes decides to take the finger out a couple of weeks, before these players can officially speak to another club. I think that's really bad. He'll be bad business, but he'll. I mean, if he gets those 3 signs or those 3 contracts, he'll be a national hero. Yeah, they will make him out to be a hero.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
You'll see Ornstein bigging it up with his fucking Rico Iglesias looking face and his Boston Red Sox cap. Guarantee you, that's what will
happen. Irish Red reckons that all 3 are going to sign. Ricky, in reply to you, says it's her loss. She missed out on being with a winger from Seano's quiz. Oh, look at that. Can you imagine using that on a date? Yeah, do you know who I am, love?
Do you know who I am?
I won Seano's world famous quiz, I'll have you know, twice in a row. And before that, I came second. And I set the record for most answers right in a quiz as well.
Yeah.
Gavin's got a question here for us. If you want to take a lead with this one, Seano. Wants to talk about FSG and Edwards and his comeback. They brought him back to buy another club. Since the Bordeaux stuff, there's been nothing. He's got a funny feeling FSG aren't here for much longer. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest with you, Gavin, like, although I talk about FSG, and again, you'll have some. Is Adam after passing out there?
No, I'm just I'm putting stuff away.
So I like, to be honest with you, I've kind of tuned out of the whole FSG out thing and whatever. Whether they sell up or not is I'm not sure. I'm not too sure. I personally, I thought that the whole thing with Bordeaux is that they are looking at assets that are in trouble, or possible assets that are in trouble that would be on a cheap, so that they could swoop in, get a club on the cheap, knowing that they could make, a massive profit. What they did at Liverpool. The Bordeaux thing was a bit too risky, that they would have had to invest more money, so they let that sink. I think that they could probably be looking for another club. So who knows?
I mean, Gavin knows. Me and Gavin are having talks on X a bit, and there was the reports going back a few months now about that Brazil stuff, and they're looking at like a Brazilian club potentially. And then there was Bordeaux. There was something about Valencia or something maybe. I don't know. Like, it's all a bit. It is what it is. With that one, I do kind of agree though. Like, if they don't buy another club shortly, like within the next, and by shortly in business terms, I mean the next 2 years, then yeah, I think something's gonna miss. I think that there's something going on there, or whatever. But yeah, good question, Gavin, mate. Good question.
Great question.
Let's catch up on something before we end this stream, mate. I think we've pretty much covered everything there. Irish Red said, if Hughes gets the contracts extended, he deserves massive credit. What's your thoughts on that, Seano?
For doing his job? I mean, does a bus driver get massive credit for driving his passengers from A to B? Does a postman get massive credit for posting or posting the post, delivering the post? Does Amazon get like credit for shitting in the parcel and sending it to me?
I remember that.
I haven't forgotten Amazon. Dirty bastard.
Patrick says, if Trent wants to go, okay, he might be thinking about what's going on with Liverpool and how they are playing. He did do a thingy the other day, didn't he? About he did do some comments of it about how he likes training on the slot and stuff like that. So maybe we'll have to just wait and see, mate. We'll have to wait and see, like I say. Irish Red says we need another midfielder in January. I would agree with that. And Jen also agrees with Irish Red with that. Got a nice comment here from Miss Scusi saying that This channel has a unique feel to it, mate. We love what you're all doing. Top group on here as well. I can only see it doing well. Keep up the good work. Cheers, Miss Scusi. I appreciate that, mate. Thank you.
We really appreciate that. And I mean, it's all down to you guys and your support. And if you get more and more people invited to it, the better. And I mean, we're also about collabing with other channels and trying to help them out as well. And, you know, we are good friends with Frank Carlisle Liverpool. Frank Carlisle's the top guy. We're trying to get him to 1,000. So let's try and do that.
Yeah. Also, guys, as well, the members only video that we did with Frank Carlisle, I'm actually going to put out to the public.
Yeah.
Probably tomorrow, not tonight because it's a bit late, but I'll put it out for public tomorrow morning. I'll set it to go live in the morning. It's over an hour and a bit long. We talk about many things, including his history with Liverpool and working for like Liverpool and stuff like that, and his thoughts on FSG and everything like that. So yeah, it was an interesting video, guys. Miss Scusi is going. He's subbed to Frank too. Thank you for that, Miss Scusi. Thanks for joining us, pal. Bon. If City get off with their 115 charges, he thinks the FSG will sell up. Gavin's been saying that for a long time as well. I will say that.
Yeah.
I can see that happening. Yeah. Gavin says you sound like Roy Keane.
I don't know how. Do me a favour. Well, I mean, I'm from Kildare and he's from Cork, which is the other side of the country. So,
Irish Red says, look at the amount of players who left Liverpool over the years. Yeah. We've had some players leave over the past few years and we've moved on to bigger and better things. What I will add to that is I don't think any of them can compare to what Mo Salah brings to this club.
No.
If you take out Mo Salah's goals and assists this season, Liverpool are like bottom half of the table. We'll just leave it there. Cheers, Jen. Thanks for joining us tonight, love. We'll be back again, obviously, next Monday with a live. But other than that, we'll have videos out over the next few days and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks.
David's going as well.
Cheers, David, as well, mate. Thanks for that. We're going to be ending the stream pretty shortly anyway, guys. The whole for what's doing his job. All right, that's why you got it.
Yeah,
right
well, I mean, that is true, though. And I mean, that's one thing that I will agree on Roy Keane on is, like, I'm sorry, but you left it at the dying seconds of their contract coming to an end and then being able to talk to other clubs. You did that with 3 of your most important players. I mean, that could have been detrimental to the morale of the team, right? It's interfering because, I mean, you're going to have media attention around it, which was also bad for the team. Sloot has done amazing work to try and steer it in the right direction and have the media focused on the game in hand and whatever. And he's done fantastic work on that. But it's unwanted media attention on something that should really be solved. What has Richard Hughes been doing since he's been at the club? And we're going to find ourselves in the same situation this time next year with the other players that are running down, 15 or 16 months in their contract at the moment. So, we need to look at that. All right, Richard, the Reds, talk to you soon, buddy. But they have to do their business a little bit better than what they've been doing. I don't listen to any of all those excuses as well. It's because of the change of CEO or the change of sporting director. I don't believe that shit for 1 minute. Or the Klopp left or whatever. Klopp never had a say in contracts. Never.
Yeah. I agree with that, Mix. He wanted Bobby Firmino to stay and it didn't happen. So
you wanted Miller.
Right then, guys, I think we'll call it there then. Thanks for all joining. Congratulations to Gavin for winning this week's quiz. Thanks to Ricky for letting you do it. I'll just say that. Good conversations. Good to see some old faces on here again as well. Hope to see you all again next week. Anything you want to say, Sean, before we get off?
What was I going to say? So, yeah, check out AKM LFC on our Facebook page. Check SD Designs 2020 on Redbubble. We've got a few sales going on during the Christmas, so it's really cool. Oh yes, also Ricky, our own Ricky, is on Scott's podcasts, SC Health and Fitness Podcast. So check that out. Ricky's on us there with Scott Cheatham. So it's I'll be listening to that after this show. So yeah.
Good shout. And also, guys, I've set up a new channel if you're interested in like the gaming world. It's called Games AKM. I want to get some live streams done there, but I can't do that until I hit the 50 sub mark. So I'm on 13 so far. Not too bad since I only just started doing it. So yeah, if you want to go give us a sub over there, guys, at Games AKM, that would be much appreciated. But other than that, guys, we'll be back again next week. The members only video will be live tomorrow morning, so keep an eye out for that. Give me some thoughts on it. Like, we're going to get some more guests on. Like, Scott's going to join us. We're going to get Ricky on as well. You know, if there's anybody else out there, another Liverpool YouTuber that you want us to get on to have discussions with, let us know. We'll get them on and talk to them. And if you want to see them videos early, guys, it is the membership on the channel. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all have a good evening. And I'll catch you in the next one, guys.